So a really fun way for my dad and I to bond is to play golf. I'm not very good at golf, but I do love golfing. My dad, however, is pretty good. He loves golfing. It's one of his favorite, probably his favorite sport. One thing I do love about my dad is that he's a man of integrity. So he's a very honest person. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. Now, the integrity gets a little dicey when it comes to golfing. Let me give you an example. So I had an opportunity to golf with my dad on a golf course that I believe he had golfed many times. I was getting ready to hit my iron shot from the fairway, and I couldn't see where I was hitting. It was kind of like over a ridge. And I asked my dad, I said, is there water? Is there water over there? And he reassured me and said, no, I don't think there's any water over there. I went and hit my shot, and as you guys can probably guess, when I went to find out where my shot was, it was in the water. It was in the water, gone. So my dad is bringing his golf clubs with him. So if you ever have a chance to golf with him in Costa Rica, just be careful when he gives you advice. Just be careful, because things can get a little sketchy. So hey missionaries, another word of advice. When it comes to Sister Kelly, if she ever comes over to your apartment or your flat, make sure that it's clean. She might be doing a clean check or something. And make sure that whatever's white in your apartment is actually clean, because Sister Kelly has a way of telling different shades of white. For example, if you look at this is a bathtub and it looks white, right? To me, it looks white, but apparently this isn't the right shade of white. A good way to tell if it's the right shade is by taking an ibuprofen container like this and actually coming up here and seeing if that white matches up with the whiteness of the tub. And to me, it looks the same, but to Sister Kelly, there's a big difference there. So if you're ever cleaning your bathroom or cleaning the walls in your apartment, grab one of these ibuprofen containers and see if the whiteness actually matches up. And it'll help you a lot. So if you ever have the chance to ride with Sister Kelly in the car, she tends to see wildlife in places where it shouldn't be. So you gotta be really careful. Currently we're standing in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere. And I recall, I don't know if it was Missouri or Oklahoma, but on a road trip, she claims that she saw a penguin on the side of the road in a place that looks like this. So, of course, we didn't believe her, but to this day, she still believes that there was a penguin on the side of the road. So, be careful with Sister Kelly.
Hey missionaries, we wanted to teach you two of President Kelly's favorite recipes for Sunday afternoon. They're really easy to make, but if you're serving around the mission home and you want to get on his good side, maybe you could bring him one of these recipes. So starting out, what you want to do is you want to grab a bag of chips like this, preferably ridged. Then what you want to do is you want to dump them out on this plate here. Really spread them around so that it's taking up the whole plate. You don't want them to double on top of each other. You want to really spread them out. Ideally, what you should use is something like this. But just for educational purposes, we're using a plate today. Then I actually pre-shredded the cheese, but you want to shred some cheese. Then what you want to do is you want to really get the cheese on there, all over the chips. Don't want to miss a chip. Make sure you get cheese on there. And then once you've done the cheese, what you want to do is, ideally, you want to use the oven, preheat the oven. But just to make things a little bit quicker today, what we're doing is we're putting it in the microwave. So while I put this in the microwave to cook, we're gonna turn the time over here to Leanne to show you the second recipe when he's feeling a little bit more of a healthier option.
So what we have here is Special K Red Berries cereal. Like Paul said, he likes this for a healthy option. So what we're gonna do is just pour this in a bowl. then to make it just a little bit sweeter, he likes to take some sugar and get a couple spoonfuls here. Now you want to get it nice and covered with sugar. You might as well just use the bag. That's taking a little bit too long. So you want to make sure it's nice and topped off. And then just to finish it off, just a little bit of milk.
Looks like the chips have just finished up here. So in the end, if you're looking for a kind of a more savory option, cook this. If you're looking for more of a healthier, sweet option, choose this. So just some good tips if you're looking to get on the good side of President Kelly.